moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. Unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Saints are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Panthers defense that needs to be ready for it. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, the winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And that win is one to build on, and when you have a chance to make it a second win at home, it's something to explode with. Let's see how they come out of the gate.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, the spin. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first pick of the second round back in 2001, and that's the veteran Drew Brees.
Drew Brees' accomplishments have been borderline astounding when you look back at what people thought about him coming out of college, so-called height issue, you name it, he can do it, and boy, does he prepare well for each and every game.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good, and once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Brees. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. Back deep for the Panthers, Ted Ginn. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete to open things up. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And what about this offense, Charles? Specifically, what about Jonathan Stewart?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest and watch him run. Can run with power inside, but has enough speed that when he gets outside, he can cause a lot of trouble.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
2nd and 10. Newton again. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's brought down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Hey, boys, got 4 down. Ready? Watch 89.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. It'll be a gain of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal now. The defense looking to... And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, here's Newton. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. We'll head back to New Orleans. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Third and 2, Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Stewart on first down. And he's got room. And he's brought down. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain. But he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them. And if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of, and now they can move forward.
On first down, it's Newton. It's caught by Sanders. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a play fake here on first down. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So they're operating in the red zone. First down and goal to go from the 7. Back to the ground now with Stewart. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They come out here in the eye. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down, looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Saints defense ready to set up shop again here. And as we're going to see right here, now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, so a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Another pistol look here. They come out here in the eye. Newton now to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Greg Olsen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer to all three of those positions.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Genau now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Breeze. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. He goes underneath to Ingram. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Breeze now on 1st down. And his pass, incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Starlatulele continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From his goal line here, Newton surveying the field. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he is going to lose yardage here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's fielded at the 45. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA halftime report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Saints have been solid in the secondary to this point. The Panthers have struggled now for 2 straight weeks in the passing department, and so it just hasn't been a big part of their offense. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. 3rd down from the 12. Newton's under pressure and throws the pick. Saints defense happy to get off the field. Offense on the field now after the INT. Ingram's going to stay between the tackles, and he'd go in for the 3-yard touchdown. Saints up by a touchdown. Panthers on offense midway through the 2nd. Stewart's going to shift out to the right side, and he'll go in from 7 yards out. Panthers tied up at 7. Now midway through the 2nd. Under pressure here, and the pass is picked off. Coleman's happy to come away with it.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
2nd down following the run. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
The toss play, Stewart. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And the first carry for the former Clemson Tigers, C.J. Spiller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Now Breeze on 3rd down. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Olsen over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Stays on his feet. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne, shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And Dixon over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Sanders has it over the middle, and he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And certainly a valuable tool to have in your kit, Emmanuel Sanders, and he's shown us quite a bit in this one.
And that's why they wanted to use him immediately. You know they come out of the locker room saying, let's get the ball to him, get our offense jump-started, and in this case, it's worked throughout the game. Thus, they have the lead.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Stewart is the lone setback. On 1st down, Newton. That's caught at the 2. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Trying to punch it in, Stewart. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg Olsen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this one through the uprights and good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And Hill with it over the middle. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. And that one results in 35 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That is caught inside the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Again, it's Breeze. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. This is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. What a spin. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on 1st. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Newton's going to throw it. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. short is the lone setback. Now it's Newton. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Newton gives off to Stewart. Uses the stiff arm. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. The room to run, just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
Well, it was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing here, Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Newton to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And Charles, when you pull out a